Hey guys, welcome to another episode of TheFadShow. So this episode is going to be a little bit bittersweet because originally I was supposed to be road tripping in Germany and Switzerland and northern Italy. This time of year I was going to go back to Oktoberfest, do the Stelvio Pass on the border of Switzerland and Italy, do Italian lakes, and then back. Then when that got canceled due to COVID, we changed our plans. We're going to do Pacific Coast Highway in the 9/11, and California's on fire, so I had to cancel that too. I hope everyone's doing all right there and they can get that under control. But double backup plan was here in Tucson, Arizona. And I'm gonna be heading up to Sedona, Grand Canyon, and then Zion, and then back. Shorter trip because I want to do some work. We want to do some work around the house when we get back. And yeah, I ended up taking the Alltrack on this road trip. It's been a while, it deserves a road trip. And the 911's been still misfiring, so I gotta get that sorted out. But I'll figure it out. So, thanks for watching, hope you guys like this video. I apologize if I'm huffing and puffing. I'm on a little bit of a climb right now. I don't know if you can see that on video, but it looks pretty daunting. We don't have this in northern Texas, but I welcome it and look forward to it. On day one, we left early in order to make it to Seguro National Park before dark. Heading west on I-10 was extremely easy. The only slow-going section was when we passed through the West Texas oil fields, just due to all the trucks and rough roads. Once past that, the Guadalupe Mountains offered a nice backdrop. Passing through El Paso, only feet away from the Mexican border, we eventually made it to Tucson, just in time for a quick jaunt through Seguro National Park before dark. Seguro National Park is in southern Arizona. Its two sections are on either side of the city of Tucson. The park is named for the large saguaro cactuses native to its desert environment. Although you can't spend the entire day here, it's definitely worth a pass through if you're in the area. We only stayed briefly overnight in Tucson, but I was able to get this awesome ride in through the Tucson Mountain Park before getting back on the road. It offered much of the same views as Seguro National Park with limited traffic, a great climb, and a picturesque descent into the city. Heading north to Sedona was an easy drive, with the only notable sight being passing by an ongoing brush fire. We stopped for lunch in Phoenix, having the best New York-style Italian sub I've had in a while. It always amazes me how quickly the landscape changes in Arizona, in this case, approaching the red rocks of Sedona.
typically try to avoid tourist traps, doing a pink Jeep tour of Sedona's Schneebly Hill at sunset was for sure impressive. It was even more impressive to see someone actually using their Porsche Cayenne off-road. Starting off day 3 in Sedona, we decided to do a hike to Devil's Bridge. I recommend starting early or doing this hike during the off season, as there's usually a long queue waiting in line to take a picture in front of the arch. Besides that, it is a pretty hike regardless. Overall, I wasn't very impressed with the cycling in Sedona. Yes, in the downtown area there is a dedicated bike lane, which is nice, but as soon as you get outside of city limits, there's no shoulder and high rate of speed of traffic. That being said, on the backside of Sedona, there is a nice area with lots of vineyards that could offer a great opportunity for a stop along your ride. Highway 89 between Sedona and Flagstaff is quickly becoming one of my favorite driving roads. It offers smooth tarmac, a good series of turns, and breathtaking views. As we got further north and approached the north rim of the Grand Canyon, Highway 89 Alpha continued to deliver with some good driving roads and interesting sights. The north rim of the Grand Canyon is a nice hack for people wanting to see the Grand Canyon with less crowds. It is far less busy than the south rim and also gives you a nice alpine environment that is unexpected for your first time arriving there. Zion National Park is in southwest Utah. A prominent feature of the 229 square mile park is Zion Canyon, which is a 15-mile long slot canyon with walls extending 2,640 feet. It didn't take long for Zion to become one of my favorite national parks, second to only Acadia in my home state of Maine. The Zion Narrows hike is truly unique, wading through knee-deep and sometimes chest-deep water to explore the twisting walls and sights of this beautiful slot canyon. On day 2 in Zion, we biked to the Zion Lodge and hiked to the base of Angel's Landing. The day we were here, Angel's Landing had just reopened from a rock slide and was far too busy for me and my fear of heights. Just hiking to the base offers some stunning views and some really cool trails. Cycling in Zion offers a good method of transportation to get to the start of your desired hike if you don't mind cycling with your gear. Right now during COVID, the buses must be booked a month out and are operating at limited capacity. The park does release some additional tickets 24 hours in advance. For our day 1, we were able to get tickets by refreshing the website as soon as the park opened. For day 2, we biked up the canyon, and it was extremely easy. There are plenty of areas to lock your bike, and at the end of the day, it's pretty much all downhill to get back into town. Since we had extra time to get home, we decided to stop off at Great Sand Dunes National Park and stay at their lodge just as an overnight location before heading back to Texas. On our way to Great Sand Dunes National Park, we passed through Four Corners. However, right now Four Corners is closed due to COVID. Great Sand Dunes is another park that is definitely worth a stop if you're passing by. The lodge had an epic view of the sunset that made it totally worth the stay. Unfortunately, all road trips must come to an end, but that being said, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next adventure.